Werner Herzog confirms the extreme lengths he went to in order to afford operations on the set of Aguirre, The Wrath of God. Herzog's 1972 jungle adventure film tells the story of a ruthless and ambitious explorer named Don Lope de Aguirre, Klaus Kinski, who leads Spain on a search for El Dorado. In addition to Kinski, the movie featured a leading cast including Rui Guerra, Helena Rodo, Del Negro, Peter Berling, and Cecilia Rivera. Though Aguirre, The Wrath of God is regarded as one of Herzog's most important films, the on-set experience was not without its problems. Speaking with 60 Minutes, Herzog elaborates on his fraud experience on the Aguirre, The Wrath of God set. Interviewer Anderson Cooper discusses that he had heard the director sold his shoes in order to get some fish to feed the crew. Herzog confirms this to be true, and notes that he would trade things like his wristwatch and give away everything to get things he needed for the film. The director also references how important filmmaking was to him, noting that any money he gets, he invests in his next film. Check out the full quote from Herzog below. Aguirre, The Wrath of God was not Herzog's first feature, but it became the movie that introduced him to the world. In order to get this clout, Herzog would go to extreme lengths to make the film, which was shot on location in the Peruvian rainforest on the Amazon River. With this on-location shoot came some undoubtedly difficult conditions, as the cast and crew had to use rafts for transport and climb through mountains for the shoot. The set experience was infamously challenging, testing the limits of the camera and the crew that supported them as they experienced real-life flood destruction and more. If these on-site conditions were not evidence enough for how much making Aguirre, The Wrath of God meant to Herzog, this most recent statement cements his love for the craft even more. Herzog was willing to sacrifice his own belongings to make the movie, but he was not looking for millions and millions of dollars as a result of his filmmaking. Instead, the loot, aka the big gain he sees from the process, is getting to have a film at the end of it. Of course, Herzog may not have been entirely wise to put his Aguirre, The Wrath of God team in such consistently perilous and hunger-inducing situations. However, it is still inspiring to see how passionate a person like Herzog is about his work. Though he has a series of accolades to his name, looking at Herzog's career, which extends to both narrative and documentary features, it is clear, as he references, that Herzog is much more concerned about telling good stories than making money. In a world inundated with mindless sequels, this is a refreshing perspective on filmmaking.